It's hard to believe we're already here in window number 2. The winter is almost gone and our spring months are upon us right now. And this is when our shops are really going to start seeing an increase in business. We have a lot of things we're going to talk about in today's window, and we need to get excited, okay? Sales are down a little bit right now across our territory, and this is the time that we need to shine inside of our shops and really make window number 2 take off. So for window number 2, Subway is featuring for the kids packs are the Loud House. And Loud House is a good cartoon that's on right now, and our younger valued Subway guests determine where us adults are eating nowadays. So we need to keep them very happy. And so there are 4 different comic books, and when the kids come up and they start seeing our kids merchandiser on the menu translate, let them pick which comic book they want, because there's 4 different ones. So let's keep our younger valued Subway guests happy. They're our future. Don't forget, catering is still huge right now. I mean, there are still office parties that are going on, office meetings that are happening. If you have not ordered your new catering banner, please go ahead and get it. A lot of the old catering banner is starting to get worn and torn in a lot of our shops. I would say about 60% of our shops have the new catering banner, and it's very professional. And redo your catering table. I had a picture sent to me by a franchisee. They have a St. Patrick's Day catering table, and then they've already designed their Easter catering table. And so if you keep the catering table looking professional, people will always remember when they're coming through for lunch, hey, Subway does have catering. Catering is a huge part of our business. So now for the raspberry lemonade cookies. I tell you what, these cookies, once our guests have these, they're going to be coming back time and time again for them. So let's go ahead and demonstrate really quick how to prepare the raspberry lemonade cookies. Inside every case of raspberry lemonade, you're getting 3 pouches of the, kind of like, it's like a sugar topping. So go ahead and cut off the top right there. And then we need to weigh out, put it into a salad bowl, because you want to keep it throughout the day, because you might be baking throughout the day of the raspberry lemonade. We need to weigh out about 1.5, so it was 0.4 with the salad bowl, so we're actually going to take it to about 1.9 right here. Got a little bit over it, but it's won't be the end of the world there. And so make sure you go ahead and roll up that, okay? Roll it back up, goes back into there, got a little clippy to put on there. Raspberry lemonade cookie, you'll take it, the top portion of it right there, just gonna kind of give it a nice little twist into that sugar right there. Kind of get it all the way around right there, get it right there. Just enough to kind of glaze it over. We're only going to make about 6 cookies right now. But like I said, take it again. Here we go into it. This is what makes the raspberry lemonade cookie a raspberry lemonade cookie, is this topping. So make sure you're taking the time. Get a nice little topping put on each one of these real nice. Kind of right there. Get it all done right there. Nice little topping. Take this one right here. Let's get this. Nice little topping. Topping into there real quick. Get it right there. And there you go. So do not take this and kind of sprinkle this onto there. That's not the way it is. It needs to be pushed down into our sugar sprinkle topping thing. Nice coating on top of each one. You bake it the same exact way you do your other cookies. 325 degrees for the allotted minutes. Like I said, some of you shops are at certain amount of time on the cookies. Bake it the amount of time that you do your cookies. So can't wait to see what these look like in about 12 minutes. And then don't forget, when it's here in the salad bowl, some of you guys have soup bowls. You can use a soup bowl, and that's perfectly fine. Go ahead and put the lid back on. You're going to date it for today's date. It's good till the end of the day. Put my initials and the time right there on there. And then just kind of slip it off onto the side until we're ready for the next batch. At this particular shop, our cookies are baked for 11 minutes. So we got the oven set at 325 degrees, 11 minutes. Get the cookies all nice and neat onto the tray. Remember, these raspberry lemonade cookies, they kind of spread out a little bit more than a regular cookie. So that's the reason we're only doing 6 right now on this one. Into the oven right there. We'll have beautiful cookies in about 11 minutes. So the raspberry lemonade cookies, remember, is going to be a huge hit right now for our valued Subway guests. And we got about 3 seconds left before they come out of the oven, and they smell phenomenal right now. And here we go. Cookies straight out of the oven. I always give them a little tap just on there. Beautiful raspberry lemonade cookies. We will be featuring these throughout window number 2. So with us is Marissa right here. Marissa, how long have you been with Subway?
Going on 3 months ago.
Three months, and I tell you what, Marissa she's a prime sandwich artist right now. So featured in window number 2 is our sesame ginger glazed wrap. And so it's gonna be televised nationally, commercials like crazy. So Marissa we're gonna demonstrate how to do the rotisserie ginger glazed wrap. So it is 1 bag of rotisserie chicken. This has been thawed. Marissa is actually the one who pulled this out. So as you can see, she has it into the strainer. She's getting all the chicken out in there because we don't want juice. We do not want juice into this. So she's gonna, and remember, we break it up into bite-sized chunks. We don't shred it, but we do it into bite-sized chunks just the way Marissa is doing it right there. Nice bite-sized chunks. It is 1 bag of rotisserie chicken to a half a bag of the glazed ginger. So she's getting it nice and neat, making sure it's all drained. Kind of putting nice chunks there, Marissa. Looks good. Let's go ahead and transfer it over. Now she's taking it, transferring it over into the other bin because we don't want any juice. We don't want to make this mushy. So you're getting it all there. Now kind of fluff it up a little bit, getting it all. There we go. And now let's do a half a bag of the ginger. A bag of ginger is almost about 20 ounces. It's actually 19.8 ounces. So we're gonna almost put about 10 ounces into here, about a half a bag. That's exactly about a half a bag right there. She's gonna be clipping that and saving it for later. And then you're just gonna toss it a little bit, kind of mix the ginger into there. This ginger rotisserie chicken is phenomenal. Our valued Subway guests are going to love that. Perfect, just like that. She's gonna transfer it over into the Cambro now. She's not gonna pack it in there. You see how she's keeping it up there because we want it into the nice little bite-sized chunks. Looks really good. Excellent right there. You smell that? Smell the ginger? It smells phenomenal. And then, of course, what's the last thing we can't forget to do? Date it. We gotta date it. So she's dating it. So that is the preparation of what National is going to be advertising for window number 2 of our sesame ginger glazed rotisserie chicken wrap. So one of the featured wraps that we have here in window number 2 that is going to be advertised nationally is the Guajillo mesquite kind of smoky steak wrap. And so we have our Guajillo sauce. And you know, you can kind of describe it maybe like as if you put A1 on top of your steak or maybe Heinz 57, it has that type of kick to it. It's a great sauce and it's national right now. So let's go ahead and make a mesquite smoky wrap that is being featured here. So of course we want to, it is featured on our tomato basil wrap. We want to do 5 ounces of steak. Shake it out there. Each one of these is 2.5 ounces. We're gonna go ahead and get that on into our nice little silicone tray there. Get that right there. Kind of do this. This is where it's different. The Guajillo sauce has to go on top of the steak, 3 passes. So we got 1, 2, 3 passes. Gonna get it into the speed oven here. And then while that is making, we're gonna come down here. Remember on the steak wrap here, the guacamole is no extra charge. We're going to go to the bottom third. So we got it to the bottom third there. Let's go ahead and spread it out nice and evenly there. Being a sandwich artist is kind of like, I mean, you're putting on a show for your guests. They're getting things exactly. We want to make it real nice and neat. With the Guajillo Mesquite Smoky Wrap, we got a little bit of shredded cheese. So we're going to put our shredded cheese onto the bottom and top of the guac. Now we got our steak is all done here. We'll kind of, remember, steak goes on last. Steak goes on last. So we're going to kind of put that right there. Next, remember, 6-inch portions of veggies. 6-inch portions of veggies. First, we got our lettuce. Then after our lettuce right there, we're going to do, of course, our 3 tomatoes. Get a nice little 3 tomatoes right there. And then after our tomatoes, we're going to put a little bit of bell peppers on top there. Make it nice and neat for our valued Subway guests. After our bell peppers, we're going to go ahead and put 3 olives. We're going to go ahead and be generous on this one and put 4. After our 4 olives, we're going to put a little bit of onion on top of that. And then, of course, you're going to add 3 jalapenos. A lot of our guests want green chili. Absolutely, we can put green chili on that for you. So we're going to do that. Get that nice and neat right there. And remember, the steak goes on last. Steak goes on last. So once you get the steak right there, we're going to get it. It goes on top. Voila, just like that. Put that over there. And then, of course, the famous little wrap. We're going to tuck it. Get it nice and tight there. Get it all nice and neat. And remember, we do not go this way. It's always at an angle. We're going to cut it out right there. Make sure it goes through. And we have a beautiful mesquite smoky steak wrap that is being featured nationally right now. So, and of course, if it's to go, we're going to want to put it over here, get it all nice and wrapped up. Once we get it wrapped up, one of the most important things right now is please do not forget your choice label. Excellent wrap. Our guests are going to love them. Our second wrap that is being featured in window number 2 is the Sesame Ginger Glazed Chicken Wrap. And remember when Marissa was in the back preparing it, it's up here on the front line right now. So it is 2 scoops. 2 scoops of our rotisserie glazed chicken is 6 ounces. So we're going to get 2. Ooh, that ginger smells good, Michael. I may have overportioned that one just a tad. So we're going to actually get it over here. Get into the speed oven. 6 ounces of the sesame ginger. And then while that's preparing, the build's a little bit different on this. So we have down at the bottom, we got our Monterey shredded. And then this one comes with spinach. Remember, our guests, we build wraps however they want, but this is the recommended way. Spinach, cucumbers. These are a little small, so I'm going to go 4 on that one real quick. Onions. Ooh, and that ginger smells good. This is the recommended build right here. 6-inch portions of veggies. And then, of course, our ginger. It's a little bit warm right there. And we're just going to flip that up on top, just like that. Very nice and neat how it goes right there. And then, of course, the art of everything, of folding the wrap. Remember, if you want your team members to practice folding the wraps, put lettuce inside the wrap. Fold it up. Make them make beautiful wraps. So we're going to get that nice and neat, tuck that nice and neat into there, get it all folded over. A little bit of the ginger juice coming out of the sides right there. Remember, it's at a diagonal cut. And we have a nice, beautiful sesame ginger chicken glazed wrap. And then of course, if they want it for dine-in, give them a great looking experience. Put one there, one on top of there. Slip the napkins real nice and neat in there for them like that. Presentation is everything. It's the reason we have our baskets. So those are our 2 wraps for window number 2.